Levy County, going through Otter Creek on our next adventure. We're on our way towards the Keys, heading to MacDill Air Force Base. Who do we got coming with us? Our little Otter duck tour guide. This is Otter Creek. We can wave as we go through. See y'all. Are you excited about this adventure?
I am. So MacDill Air Force Base is in Tampa, and we'll spend a couple days there, and then we're going to head south to Alligator Alley. There are actually two Alligator Alley routes. There's a northern route, which is I think 75 across, which is a turnpike, which is a toll road. I don't think it's faster. It takes you across and dumps you into Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. We're going to take the more southern route, the old Alligator Alley. It's more rural, but there's no tolls, and it puts you in Homestead. So it puts you out closer to where it is you're trying to go anyway, without the traffic of the Miami metro area.
Did you say it's going to dump us out near Fort Lickerdale?
Yes, near Fort Lickerdale.
Is that close to Hollyweird?
Yeah, Hollyweird, yep, it is.
Alright, those are my peeps down there.
Yeah, we're going to go around your peeps.
Aww.
We're going to take the road less traveled.
You know, it'd be great if we could stop in some of the good spots like Jackson's Ice Cream.
That'd be nice. That's way up in Dania, though.
Dania?
Dania or Dania?
Dania.
Dania.
Or La Spada subs. You've never had one of their subs.
I've heard all about it.
That's great stuff. Next to Public subs, La Spada subs.
The food down South Florida is way different than anywhere else?
Absolutely, because you have all the cultures down there.
It has a huge Cuban influence, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of spice in their food, not necessarily hot.
Well, it's not just Cuban either. You have every culture. Foods. You have everything.
Everything, yeah.
So it's a lot more variety, and it's perfected. Even the Chinese food there tastes better.
When you mentioned the food around this area in Central Florida, and you're just kind of like, it's all right.
It's all right.
Everybody's like, oh, big city girl. No, it's just Teresa's a bit of a food connoisseur in a way. Not an expert, but she definitely likes she likes flavor with her food, and she's a little particular about it. So when you've had good food in good places, and you come up here and go,
Please follow the road for 44 miles.
It's kind of bland.
Did you hear what your lady said?
Yeah.
Follow the road.
I'm on the road.
She thought you were driving in the sky.
So
when you know good food, you have something to compare it to.
Right.
That's all.
The people here, most of them probably have never really had good food. Like
well, I wouldn't say all that. But
they have nothing to compare it to.
They might not have something to compare it to, so they don't know. So they think I'm a food snob.
Sometimes I think you're a food snob.
Yeah, I know you do. And that's alright. But anyway, I always say when I get to go down south, it's time for some good eats.
Yeah.
And I really look forward to some great seafood in the Keys.
Oh, I got a 20% off coupon for Flanagan's.
Oh, yeah.
What if they heard us talking about it?
Brett loves Flanagan's.
It's kind of a surf and turf restaurant, but man, it's good.
So we'll see what we hit. Anyway, we'll share it with y'all and let you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are getting close now. Almost at the gate. Some real nice houses right on the water over here. What a gorgeous view. this whole base really has a beautiful view. I know we visited before in the past and have seen the nice view.
We never camped though. We just went for the day.
Yeah, this is the first time we're camping here. So we've just done quick little trips in here, and now we'll get to enjoy the base for a day and a half, I guess. About 2 days, but closer to a day and a half. All right, I'm gonna shut this down so we go into the gate. Okay, we are on the base now, and as you can see, there's an absolutely gorgeous view of the water. The Famcamp is all the way on the back of the base.
Yeah.
Pretty much as you come in, if I remember correctly, you'll have the commissary close to the gate. That way people, retirees, can come in and go shopping pretty easy. But this is a fairly large space, so maybe we can ride our bikes around. I know they have a bowling alley in here as well. They do not have a museum that I saw. I know they reference you to a museum that's kind of close to here, I believe Zephyr Hills. I'm not sure of the actual distance from here, but there's a military
And they have some
museum
rules
there.
here that we were emailed about the bicycles. You have to have helmets on, and you have to have a headlight and a tail light for your bike. So we had to do that.
Yep, so we got helmets, we got our lights, we're ready to ride our bikes around and get to see this gorgeous view. They have a nice path around here that you could walk or ride your bike and check it out. So
Keep your
we'll
eyes open for the Famcamp.
We'll definitely enjoy that. Get our eyes peeled for the Famcamp. Yeah. As you can see, people are out enjoying this beautiful weather that we have going on. I know it's pretty cold right now in other parts of the country, so people are definitely enjoying Florida.
Continue for 3 miles.
Says it's like 3 miles.
Yeah, the Famcamp is in the back of the base, so it's between 3
So
and 4 miles from the gate.
It's first come, first served. So we're going to go ahead over there first and check in. It's about 1 o'clock, so we have so we can get us a space. And then we'll drive back over to the commissary PX complex. Maybe have some lunch before we head to the camp. Now, we did not bring our Jeep on this excursion because you don't really need it in Key West. So the only inconvenience will be having to drive the motorhome on the space, really, back over to the main base. But that's only 3 or 4 miles, not a big deal. It's like driving a pickup truck.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous.
So we did not bring the Jeep on this trip.
That'll be less to mess around with. And the
Yeah.
Keys, everything is so tight over there.
Yeah,
You
bicycles.
definitely want to be bicycling, or you're going to end up having to rent like scooters.
Before we go north, we will be grabbing our Jeep to go north. Absolutely.
Absolutely, we will be taking it on the long summer trip through Alaska. And it's going to be great. Even when we get to leave Florida, we'll get to visit with family before we make it to Alaska. So I'm looking forward to that.
Also, by not having to bring the Jeep down here, we save some money on the toll road, and we save some money on fuel mileage. For those of you that are, misers, spend wisers like me.
Right. You got to watch your money so you can have extra money to invest if you want to not have to work the 9 to 5 at the regular job.
So here would be the difference. On the turnpike, they use what's called a Sun Pass. It's basically a digital transponder that does your tolls for you, and it's linked to either bank account or credit card. And it's automatic, so when you ride through it, it's up on your windshield, it scans it, and it pays your toll for you. You also get a discount if you use it. They have a toll by plate system, but it costs more, and there's a processing fee. So just about every Floridian has a Sun Pass, and the toll roads are only really around Jacksonville, Orlando, and south. They're not really in Central Florida or West Florida. So they're convenient. The way it does it, I think, is pretty neat. It reads the axles, so you pay so much per axle. So for a 2-axle vehicle, and this camper is a 2-axle vehicle, it charged, at one point it said $1.16. If you had the same truck towing a camper the same size, it would get hit for $1.16 for the truck, and then $1.16 for each axle on the trailer you're towing. So the trailer ends up costing twice as much as your tow vehicle to get through those toll stops.
So in summary, they make it pretty easy to get your money.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
depending on what your configuration is, kind of depends on whether you want to use the toll roads or not. They save time, and I think they save money on gas. They're more direct. It's a more free-flowing traffic pattern. It's less traffic. It's less stressful. But it just depends on your time of day. I have come to Tampa on 98 and taken 98 all the way down. But it just depends what you're doing. If you're not towing anything and you're hitting a low traffic period, then you can save a little money on tolls. But I think for the most part, the tollways save you money because they save you time.
Time is money.
Yep, you can't get time back. You can make more money.
That's right. And like I said, if you invest your money wisely, then you can pave your future with less work. See, they're practicing their putt skills over here.
Yeah, putt. That's a driving range. That's real golf there.
No putt here.
I have not played real golf, I think, once in my life.
I am not a golfer.
I'm not a golfer. I could certainly see taking it up, but I don't know if we have time for that with the channel. The channel really takes a lot of time, but we enjoy doing it.
Maybe next year we could check into that. For now, we'll just have to remain on the mini golfer circuit.
Yeah. Leave the real golf to the big boys. I appreciate it though. I like it. I like the terrain and the outdoorsy feel of it. I think I would love golf.
Well, sure. I could be your caddy.
I don't think I'd be very good at it. It's not one of those sports that looks easy. It looks actually pretty hard to me.
Well, with everything, you got to practice. I guess you could get your exercise walking around the course.
Here comes a stray ball.
I think they got it under control.
Some soccer practice on the golf course. Oh,
nice. Good use of the green.
These golf cart crossings all through here.
Oh, okay. Famcamp registration up ahead. Famcamp annex is that way. So we're getting closer. Pretty big golf course.
Yeah.
Got all the beautiful palm trees. Very Florida.
Today's pretty nice. I don't know how warm it's supposed to get.
Slight left to stay on Golf Course Avenue.
Tell them. Tell them where to go. I need some help with that job. Can't always be me telling you where to go.
Take the next left to stay on Golf Course Avenue, then slide left onto Marina Bay Drive.
Famcamp to the left. I do remember when we came here
I
last
do.
time.
I think we did drive through this. This is looking familiar now.
Take
It's
the
all
next
coming
left onto
back.
Marina Bay Drive.
Oh, that was in Tampa. Okay, I remember this. There's a marina here, and it's kind of a graveled area.
In half a mile, turn right.
There's a little scout camping area over to the left. Super nice. So excited we get to stay here.
Yeah, because we were thinking last time, man, it'd be neat to stay here. And look, we're here.
Here we are. God is good.
This is up on the water. It's not like each site is on the water, but the whole campground's on the water. I think it's just a big mostly gravel area. But I remember it being nice, not extravagant. It's not a resort or anything.
It's not bougie.
It's not bougie, but the price won't be bougie either.
Are you gonna be okay here, my little diva?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Welcome.
That's Outdoor
Rec.
Famcamp office right there.
Famcamp office. You see the big sign? Here's your sign.
I missed it.
He missed it.
I did.
I feel like this has happened before.
We got one car behind us. We'll let him go around and then we'll back up.
Beep, 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 beep. This is a repeat of landing.
Yeah. Signs come up on you fast.
Because you're looking out towards the water.
You can see the water from here up there.
Yeah.
Famcamp office.
So here we are pulling in. They got the RV
RVs to the rear.
parking in the rear. Alright, we'll shut this down and
Hope this isn't a John.
go see what's going
John
on.
Crook parking area. Parking in the
What?
rear.
That's just gross. Here we are. We're number 1, lot number 1. And we're gonna go through the campground. It tracks your handlebars though, so that kind of sucks. Nope. It works fine for when you're not weeble wobbling. Right. Hi. Today we're checking out the beach area. The weather hasn't been great, so it's a break in the rain, but the water's pretty rough. Definitely not a good day for swimming. But you pretty much have the beach to yourself here. It's pretty hazy out there. As you can see, there's really nobody around. Lots of palm trees. There's a restaurant over there, little bar and restaurant. And you got your bathrooms and showers. This little pavilion is closed, but off to the side of it, there's the marina. I got a little store in there, probably your bait. You can rent kayaks and canoes and paddle boards. It's pretty nice, especially when you have it to yourself. It'd be really nice if it was better weather, but I guess you gotta take what you get and make the best of it. That's for all things in life, isn't it? And this is right on Tampa Bay. We're at the MacDill Air Force Base, enjoying the peaceful sound of the waves coming in. It's a great view. The birds sure like it. And over here is the marina. It's a little closer look for you. Here's a little sound therapy. You want to stop in there? Now we're going to be going into the Famcamp annex. So this is, I think, an extra 100 spots for the campground. Got a little traffic coming, so we'll just wait a minute. That's already way up there. Yeah.
Smaller and the spaces are not as close together.
Yeah, it's way more spaced out, more rural-ish.
This used to be a mobile home park or a work camp back in the day, and they converted it to an RV park. Call it an annex. It's a nice spot.
Was there 100 spots in here?
Quite a few. Right on the golf course right there.
Got a little dog park over here too. Plenty of space. Maybe that's an indication that the cleaner starts this year. Definitely big lots. Yeah. Right. I've seen a couple vacancies. 3 so far.
You have military access to campgrounds. This is on MacDill Air Force Base. And it's the annex to the main campground. We love it. We're over in the main campground. It's a little crowded, but not complaining. It's still a good campground, but this one, you just have more space here. You're right on the golf course. You're right behind some of these trailers. And there's less people over here.
Okay, right.
I don't see a bathhouse over here, though. You don't really need one.
Shouldn't. There's another vacancy. There's a few over here.
Vacancies in here. So they do have monthly rates,
There's a big clothesline over there.
and you can reserve it. Well, you can stay up to 6 months, and that's pretty long for a base campground.
Another vacancy.
Otherwise, it's $26 a day, no weekly rate. That's very reasonable. That includes your electric, water, sewer, and your cable. And if you don't need all them services, they do have some spots that I would imagine are less than $26 a night. I don't know, we didn't ask.
Oh, look, a little basketball court.
Yeah, there's a little basketball court over there.
You could have your own private court. I bet it doesn't really get used.
Being away from the marina too, there's a lot less traffic. You don't have the restaurant over here. So I mean, you just have the campground and that's it. So if you don't live in here or have business in here, you're not in here.
Yeah, so it's probably even more quiet, although it was really quiet over there as well. So.
Yeah.
Going down the trail where you can ride your bike, you can jog, walk, and it's right along the waterway. To the left you have some of the housing. There's a lot of housing in here. Nice view for your walk or ride. I guess these people have a nice view from their balcony. Not too shabby. Might be a nice place to be stationed. I'm sure there are worse.
Yeah.
little lookouts. You got nice little benches you could come sit out on. Meditate on the water. Pull over here, get a view of the water. Figure we pull over off the trail and show you this beautiful view in its entirety. Again, not the most gorgeous of days. But definitely not too shabby. Very tranquil. Spotted an armadillo. Let's see if we can see him in there. Oh, there he goes. He's back there. He's in the bush. See him? See him back there? He's hiding. That's about it. He doesn't think we can see him. Oh, he's scurrying off. There's an armadillo. I spotted him again. He thinks he's hiding pretty good. If he hears us coming, he's gonna run. So we'll stay back a good distance. There he's moving a little bit. You can see him. Because he's looking for some snacks. They're not the prettiest of creatures.